Our final segment of the day, boys. We're looking at pet peeves. This week in particular, we wanted to go and look and talk about your office pet peeves. So we put the call out on Instagram, and a lot of you guys responded with some very good ones, actually.
A lot of anger.
Yeah, dude, a lot of
personal like vendettas against people.
There was a lot of oddly specific pet peeves. Like you might as well just name the person you're trying to flame in some of the comments. But we'll go through those soon. But I know, Henry, you prepared a few as well. So maybe you want to get us started at maybe some of your office pet peeves.
All right, I feel like a dick for saying this, but I don't like people who answer like closed-ended questions with an open-ended answer. That's the, like, you ask them how the weekend was and they'll go on a 10-minute fucking tangent about everything. And,
isn't that on you for asking then? If you're asking,
it's
you should...
It's general politeness.
Yeah, the expected answer is, I had a good weekend.
Yeah, because they ask you, how's your weekend? It's like, good, how about yours? Like, my dog just died. It's like, oh, sorry about that.
Anyways, about the budgets this week.
Yeah.
That's how quick it should be.
I don't know. I think if you're asking, you can't be complaining if people are giving you actual answers. I agree with you. I would want a beautiful, short, succinct answer. But if I'm getting a long answer, it is what it is. You just got to go with the ride.
The thing is, I feel bad for them because it's a sign that they don't have friends. I know it sounds mean, but it's like if you had a good, close circle of people in your family and your friends that you can talk to,
yeah.
Then when you go to work, people ask you how it's like, fucking great.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
so
you can lie about it. It's like, yeah, I got some shit going on, but I already talk about it with people that actually give a fuck.
So when someone is doing that to you, do you just zone out or what? Are you just nodding your head? Are you just trying to end the conversation as quick as possible?
No, you know what? I give it a bit of leeway because that also means I have to do less work. But
So, Sen, on Monday, your boss asks you, how was your weekend, and how you were applying?
But I would just, I say the same thing I say every Monday. Yeah, it was good. Hung out with my friends, hung out with my family, end of story. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not the type of person who's going to go out of my way and tell you about my entire weekend. Unless I did something sick. In which case I might. But I'll be honest, no, I'm not saying anything.
Exactly. It should be short, sharp, succinct.
Oh, I don't know, but I think that it's like what Henry said. There are going to be people who are a bit lonely, don't have mates. And so this is their only
What
way.
if they're just, positive people in life? You're not us three gremlins who just negative, don't want to tell anyone anything.
okay, I don't mind if you give me an actual story with structure and stakes and stuff. Like I know that's...
You want a narrative.
You want
a novella.
Yeah, it's like, well, if you're going to use all that time, don't give me a fucking recap of every single thing. Like they'll tell you like they went to this park and it's like, okay, great. And they just keep naming parks and the bathrooms they went to. And it'll talk about like the car that they drove. And I'm like,
okay, that I agree. That is a bad one. What have you got? What else? What's your next one?
I sent this through to you guys, I think, the anonymous feedback forms.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got an anonymous feedback form sent to me by HR asking me to do ratings for my manager. So first of all, this manager was new. I only worked with her for a month. Second of all, my marketing team has 2 people. How fucking anonymous can you be?
It's a coin flip, man.
So what did you do? Did you honestly?
I'll give it 5 stars across the board. I mean,
That's the only thing you can do with fucking 2 people.
Yeah. The other thing is like, you don't just rate their performance. They also asked me to rate like on a scale of 1 to 5, where I think she lies on like personality spectrums and stuff like that.
Jesus.
Yeah. And I was like, I've talked to this person like twice.
You told me about Taylor Swift and that was about it.
Yeah.
Is 1 like bad or 1 good?
It's more like 1 is never and 5 is all the time kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know.
Does that mean, did they have to fill one on about you, or was it only just you had to do it?
I think
about
it's just for the managers. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Again, just 5s all around then.
Yeah. I got a bit of PTSD about anonymous feedback forms because I started uni in 2014.
Yeah.
This was back when they didn't have online forms, so you got to handwrite it. And my sociology class was really poorly run. So basically on the feedback form, which was anonymous, everyone gave the teacher very negative feedback and she took it very personally. So she started comparing the handwriting for our homework to the ones on the feedback form.
That's not on.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and started called me out. I was like,
Would you write?
I don't know, I just like, she's not good.
Was this at UNSW?
Yeah.
Call out the professor. Look down the barrel. Call her out. What's her name?
I don't remember.
So wait.
Name one professor that you remember from your uni.
I don't remember either. But I thought if it's someone you hated this much. So wait, what happened to her in the
It was
end?
nothing personal. It was just like she's not good. Because like when you do like a lot of the classes at uni,
Yeah.
Sometimes it's people that are really good at teaching. And, but the uni rankings are usually for master's degrees and PhDs and research.
Yeah.
Undergrad does not count for most of them. When it comes to undergrad shoots, it's mostly just people doing their masters who don't want to fucking be there, but it's the only way they can make money.
I have a gripe about tutes as well, especially at UNSW. Some of the tutors I had were some of the biggest dickheads I've met in my life. Like, they took it way too seriously.
They get on a little power trip that they're the ones marking the papers now. They're the ones giving you class participation.
Because that was the problem. Because you got the participation marks. And I remember there was one finance course I did, and it was with our mate Dave. So he was in my class. And so to get a participation mark, you actually had to answer a question. And I was dumb. So I was getting Dave to whisper me the answers, and then I'd put my hand up. And the guy saw it. So I answered a question, and in the end, I didn't get the mark. And I asked why. He's like, oh, because your mate told you the answer. And I'm like, brother, that's not part of the rules, man. The rule is just answer a question. Doesn't matter where I get the answer from. So
I didn't care enough about that extra 5% for class participation, dude.
Brother, when you're teetering between a fail or a credit, you're taking any points you can get.
Oh, you know what? I reckon this is probably even worse than any office pet peeve. It's people who do the participation marks and just say the most heinously useless shit at class.
Dude.
And they already got the marks and they still keep participating and taking marks away from other more deserving people. And like some of them are just like, they're just giving their opinions and they're just flat out fucking wrong. Yeah. Especially like the commerce ones where it's like, it's pretty straightforward. It's just like a question about marketing. And they just have no fucking idea. I'm like, how?
I'm going to bring this back to a work context. It's like similar to those people who just repeat whatever. Like, for example, your manager will give you some instructions and the other person will just repeat it back to them. Like, they just want to say something for the sake of saying something.
Yeah.
I'm like, brother, you're actually zero value add right now. Just shut up.
And then back to the uni one. What I hate is when people ask a question, but then they answer it as well. It's like, oh, does supply and demand mean this? Because I read that it means this. And like, shut the fuck up. No one asked.
I wonder, where are those people now?
Probably doing well in life, to be honest.
Not in a podcast talking shit about them.
Managing us three. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna make this as general as possible. Quite a few of my staff meetings, every time someone says no stupid questions, always followed by the stupidest fucking question. Sometimes there's because I have to write jokes as like a fucking, like, I do that almost daily, right?
Yeah.
I can't fathom the imagination that some of these people have in terms of how stupid the questions they ask are. Anyway, this one's quite specific.
Good. The more specific, the better.
So the place I work at,
Man, you might as well name the place. You've pretty much...
No, it's one of those things where it's like there's several organizations who share the same bathroom, and the people who are clients for the organizations also use the bathroom.
Right, okay.
People love having phone calls during their shit.
Oh, I hate that so much, man.
Rohit is a massive...
shit talker.
Yeah. Oh, well, he's a wee talker. I've picked up the phone many a times with him, and I'm like, why is there an echo? It's like, oh yeah, I'm taking a pee right now.
Luckily, you only heard the echo. I hear him piss. I hear his piss hit the urinal when he's talking to me. I'm like, brother, call me back in a minute.
So I've never had anyone call me while they were taking a shit. So you're saying people are on the toilet having a dump and they're on the phone? Yeah, that's fucked up. I'm sorry, that's disgusting.
And they continue it as they're washing their hands as well. Sometimes they're having face-to-face conversations because like, I feel like if you're having a conversation, you want to have it somewhere that doesn't smell like literal shit. And they're hanging for like 5 minutes talking nonsense.
Dude. Couldn't get a meeting room.
Imagine like you're talking to someone and you just hear a bloom.
Or like I'll send you the email in 2 minutes.
You're straining.
Yeah, dude.
Brother, have some fiber, man. You shouldn't be pushing that hard.
And the thing is, like, yes, you can control when you release the poop, right? But you're sharing it with other people. You don't know when they're going to fart.
Dude, that's
exactly. There's so many factors out of your control. It's just, how can this conversation all wait 5 minutes?
I can say I've never heard that though. Like in my work office, I've never heard anyone on the phone.
I've witnessed that many times in shopping centers.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Work, maybe can't remember, but shopping centers, so many fuckers just take the phone call in the toilet.
Are these work calls that they're making, or is it like personal calls?
Personal, but it's like, what's the difference? Like, I think it's because they don't work. Like, if you're working at a place and only people that work there use the bathroom, you don't want people to know that you're a fucking weird unit.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But if you're just there to, like, access a certain non-profit service, I'll be like, hey man, what's up?
I don't know. I'll say if it's a personal call, it's marginally better than if it was a work call, but still grody.
Take it outside is what I say.
Yeah, it's grody nonetheless.
just call them back.
What's that urgent that you need to call while taking a shit?
Yeah. Also, like, I don't need to focus, but I can't have a conversation. That's multitasking to like. There's no evolutionary fucking benefit to being able to shit and talk at the same time, you know.
But surely, if let's say you're in the bathroom, right, and someone's having a conversation in the urinal next to you, sorry, in the stall next to you, surely you like start taking the piss, start moaning and stuff.
Well, like back in high school when someone takes a phone call.
Yeah. Like a Jamie Zhu. Oh, yeah. Oh, anyway, that's what I would do. All right, so thank you all the listeners who wrote in. We're going to read out some of the best ones. So first one is from Henry ZHU.
That's me.
I know.
Motherfucker.
All right, first one is from Renuli. She said, people who talk in another language in the office.
Yeah, I think this is a bit rogue.
Dude, that's so disrespectful.
Because, yeah, why do you need a private conversation in the office?
Because if I was sitting in an office and I heard two guys or two women or whatever talking in another language, I'm immediately going to think they're talking shit about me or talking shit about other people. Surely, like, why, like you said, why other reason would you be talking in another language?
I work in an office where a lot of people talk English as a second language. It's their home language.
All right, fine. So there's some scenarios where you can talk in another language, but let's just say it's predominantly everyone has English as their first language. And then you have two people who are off on the side just talking in their own language.
Yeah.
And like, you know, these people can speak English and everything.
Yeah, they're absolutely fluent in English.
Yeah, they speak to everyone, but then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they're talking a little, and they're chuckling as well, and they're doing all those. And that's when I'm like, what are you talking about? That's so secretive.
I used to get that a little bit, like when I went on exchange and like I'd talk to someone at a party and they just talked to a friend in Spanish. I'm like, I get it, but I'm a little bit upset about this actually. I'm just trying to be nice.
I guess I'll go fuck myself then. Jesus.
No, so I think that I agree with that. That is not good behavior. Next one, Cyril. Guys that continuously shake their legs, which you can hear and feel the vibration from.
What?
I'm going to put my hand up. I'm a big leg shaker.
I think I am as well, but not to this level. What do you mean can hear it in vibrations?
Like if you're sitting next to...
I thought he said leg shaver.
Oh.
Shake, there's a K.
I was like, what is this, a fucking Manscaped? I hate blokes who shave their legs in the office.
That's our read for this week.
Put that in the backlog.
Yeah. No. Leg shakers. So I'm a big leg shaker. Like I think it's a nervous tick I have, or maybe when I'm like concentrating and I don't really notice that I'm doing it on purpose, but my leg will start like going up and down like this. So you can definitely feel the vibrations.
I can feel it.
And maybe you feel like stamping your foot at the same time. You can definitely hear it. So I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I'm okay with this as well. I don't think there's too much wrong.
Leg shaking's fine. I do it myself.
There you go. It's a common man thing.
Yeah. All right. Next one is from Irony, and she wrote in, men who wear their suit jackets at their desk, get off it. So I assume she means people who sit and instead of taking their suit jacket, I know the irony of this.
Of us three wearing suit jackets as we do this podcast.
But I think she means people who sit at their desk, but instead of taking their jacket off and hooking it onto their seat, they'll sit on their seat with the jacket on and they're typing like this.
What the fuck? Let him be. What are you on about?
Let him cook, he says.
Imagine a man being like, hey, women, you're wearing too many clothes. Take off the jacket.
Yeah, look, I agree. I can see why it would look a bit silly if it is, especially if everyone has taken it off and you're the only one sitting there with it on. But I agree. Let it be.
I think the etiquette is to take a suit jacket off whenever you're sitting. But yeah, let it be, man. What's the problem?
Yeah, what if it's cold?
Exactly, dude.
All right, next one is from Andrew, and they wrote, Zoom meetings that last 3 minutes.
That's the worst, man. Because like, I like to make use of my time when I work from home, for example, right? So if I know I have meetings at this time, I'll be home. But if I don't have a meeting, then maybe it's fair game to go get a haircut or go to the shops, buy my groceries for the week or something. So when someone puts in a meeting, turns out it's only 3 minutes, but I've blocked out an entire hour to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
What I do now is if I know it's going to be a short meeting, I'll literally put in for 10, 15 minutes. Like,
I think people don't know that's a function on like Teams.
One of my other mates does 25-minute meetings. Like not full 30 minutes, not 15. He does 25.
This is a fucking Netflix show.
I don't know, but I don't mind it.
It's maybe so you're not back to back. You know what I mean? You're not jumping.
It gives you 5 minutes in between if you have another meeting.
You go take a shit or something.
Who's scheduling Zoom meetings 10 minutes within each other?
Some days I have 15-minute ones back to back to back.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but no, I agree. Zoom meetings, like if it's not more than 15 minutes, there's no need for it. This can be a phone call or an email or even a
Exactly.
Slack message.
3-minute, like short meetings. That doesn't need to be in the calendar. Just call me then and there, brother.
Okay, counterpoint. 3-minute meetings are better than a 3-hour meeting. Short and sweet. It's just this very small conversation. 3-hour meetings, people start having like tangents and fucking this and that. It's like,
I will disagree. I think 3-minute ones are disrespectful of my time.
No, dude, because at that point, like 3-hour meetings, even half an hour meetings, the first 15 minutes is what'd you do this weekend? How's fucking your pet dog's sister gone? Like, shut the fuck up. The meeting says we're talking about budgets. Let's talk about the budgets and get out of here, man. I don't need to hear all this. If you want to talk about this, talk to outside of work, which I'm not going to reply to you. All right? I don't need it.
with the meetings, it's scheduled as you are busy at this point.
Yeah.
So 3 minutes for it's scheduled for half an hour.
True.
27 minutes, just like, oh,
27 of me time, 25.
Exactly. That's fair.
exactly. It's like, hey man, I was working on the stuff from the meeting, you know?
All right.
That's
Next,
fair. But I think schedule it for the 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever.
all right. Next one is from Shav. And they said, not getting through the second interview for an internship. I don't think that's a pet peeve, brother.
I
That
think
just
this is
sounds
a
like
personal grievance.
sounds like a skill issue, really. I've never gotten any internship in my life, so I can't really relate to this. But I have not gotten many jobs, but I failed usually at the resume part. So they never even wanted to even see my face, which is I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, for me, I think I think I failed like 3 interviews. 2 of them were because I was heavily underskilled. Because I was trying to apply for marketing jobs. I knew nothing about marketing. They asked me marketing questions. I'm like, fucking, I don't know. And the other one was at Apple when I tried to apply to be not a GM. What's the people that work in the Apple store?
Oh, like the customer service.
the customer
rep.
service. I wasn't culty enough for them.
I had an interview with them, and did you make the interview stage?
I got the interview. I was in the Apple store
In the
with
store,
everyone
right.
after hours. Yeah.
Dude, and literally one part of the interview is they went around and just be like, everyone tell us your favorite thing about Apple. And you're sitting there with like 20 other people, and these guys are actual nerds.
It's
Like
just fucking glazing 24/7,
literally just
bro.
wanking off Apple about like some random feature that they have. And I'm like, dude, I do not have the personality for this. I'm way too jaded for this. So I just said like, oh yeah, the phones are pretty cool.
Yeah, they're talking about the ethos, the culture,
Yeah.
the this or that.
Talk about
Cle-
Steve Jobs.
Clearly read off the website. I'm like, shut the
No,
fuck
dude, I think these
up.
guys actually know the shit though. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Next one is from Pritpal. Not tying up the loaf of bread. So
You get bread in your office? What the fuck is this?
That's a must
Hey
be
man,
nice.
be grateful for what you have. Jesus.
we have,
Stale bread, fresh bread, still bread. It's
Yeah.
better than air.
but it's still annoying. Like we get bread in our office, and dude, if you're gonna use the bread, but literally it takes 30 seconds just to tie it back up. Not even, it takes 10 seconds to tie
That's
it back
true.
up.
Though. That is true.
Just respect for your other co-workers.
that is true.
Okay, here's the thing. So is he saying that they leave the bread packaging open?
Probably just
Yeah.
wide open. Not
Yeah.
even a little fold underneath.
No,
not even that maneuver.
Literally,
Does he work with my fucking housemate?
I don't think Henry's joking about that one.
That also came from a personal place.
All right, next one is Jerry. Someone leaving rubbish or an empty cup at the end of the day for the cleaners. I agree with this
That's
one.
another respect thing.
That is another respect thing. We have cleaners at our office, but I will at least go put my cups and plates next to the dishwasher.
Not even in.
We don't we're not allowed to put it in the dishwasher.
Oh, you're banned.
We're banned. It's for them to do.
Oh, wow.
So I'll put my rubbish in the bin, but cups and plates, I'll put on the sink. I'll rinse it. I'll put it in the sink, and that's it. I'll at least do that. I won't just leave it on my desk for them to come get. And I feel like I'm getting a lot of judgment here.
That's fair. Especially, for example, if you work in like a hot desking scenario.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
definitely have to clean up after yourself. You know what my dad does? If someone ever leaves their like laptop, for example, on a hot desk and he notices it's been there for like more than an hour or 2 and it's just been left, he like unplugs it. So it like runs out of juice. And my dad told me that with very sick satisfaction. And I'm like, you know what? You do you, brother.
Some king shit.
It is king shit, man. Don't leave your shit on a hot desk for like 2 hours.
What do you mean?
Where have you been?
What if I went for lunch?
2 hours.
Yeah.
Why's your laptop still there?
Because it's my desk for the day.
Ah, piss off.
Seriously? Hot desk.
Find another one.
Hot desk, not a day desk, you know?
It is a day desk.
Eh.
Hot desk just means you don't get it for the next day.
But this is obviously outside of lunch times, you know what I mean? This is
Yeah,
at like,
okay.
it's 10 a.m. and there's a desk there. And by lunch, it's already still there. Then you're taking the piss.
Yeah, okay, fine. Next one's from Keith. He says, having a Microsoft Teams meeting without a headset on in the middle of the office. That's filthy.
I don't know how people do this.
Dude, it's so annoying. Like if you're sitting there and your your meeting is just blaring out for everyone to hear, that is so, again, to use the word, disrespectful to everyone else around you. And also, I don't care about your meeting.
The people that I work with are not very good at tech either.
Right. I want to come to your office one day. You are painting a very good picture of it.
Dude, if they don't have headsets on, for me, it's just like, fuck that. I don't feel like young people do that. I feel that's more like what's a headset, you know?
It's a boomer thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to give them leeway, but I'm like,
no, they should know. And you do. A lot of these companies, when you join, they give you they literally give you the tools you need. So like, there's no excuse for this behavior.
it's a non-profit, mate.
Okay, maybe not yours, but at the rest of the office.
We'll come back to one. You know what else I hate about this is when people do the Teams meeting at their desk with a headset, but they talk so loud.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's so much noise, people talking to each other, and that they're trying to talk over it.
Yeah.
Instead of going to the fucking 10 free meeting rooms, they just pop their headset on and start yelling. And then like you can tell everyone's like looking at each other like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
We in my office, like all the meeting rooms are booked out, but we have these specific like little jump in, jump out rooms specifically for this reason. Like if you don't have a headset, you're meant to go into these because they're soundproof, but also they're also taken as well. So you have people just sitting there at their desk in the middle of the floor yelling about something. We have these other ones, which like communal desks. So it'll be literally a massive desk in the middle of the floor and it'll have a massive screen there. And these are meant to be used for that. It's like you'll walk past like a meeting where it is just people yelling at each other. So at my office, they kind of encourage some of that behavior.
I hate it. I hate it so much. Just go somewhere else and take your meeting, you fucking bastard.
All right, next one. Sarah writes in, let's take this offline. I hate it.
Yeah.
For me, let's take this offline means if you're in a meeting and someone says that, it means we've been caught blindsided by what you just said and I don't have an answer for you right now, so I'll come back to you later. Is more or less what you're trying to say with that.
I don't mind it because a lot of times I've heard it recently is when people start yapping away. For example, you have a sprint where you're meant to talk about 10 tasks, right?
Yeah.
And you're only up to the first task and then they've yapped away about it for like 15 minutes and you're nearly out of time. So yeah, take it offline. Fuck off. We've got 9 other things to talk about, man.
Oh, so it's more of an efficiency sort of thing.
Yeah, like let's you and I talk about this another time.
Is this a corporate way of just telling someone to shut the fuck up?
Yes, really. It actually is.
Okay.
But take it offline. What do you mean offline?
Yeah,
It's very vague.
Does it just mean in person? Is that all it means?
Off this line.
To
another line.
It sounds like you're getting a punch one.
Yeah, it's the corporate version of let's take this outside.
Meet me in the car park, brother.
Can you say let's take this offline in person then? Let's say
You're already offline.
But I think I have heard this before.
Then that's so fucked.
I think I saw.
That's one of the only prerequisites of that line, to be online. So you tell me you've heard this offline.
Yes.
So it's like take a super offline or some shit.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, you need another saying. You need something else.
All right. Next one is from Maxwell, and they say Happy Friday as a greeting. Going off that, I've heard Happy Friday.
Ooh.
No.
Happy Monday. I've had Happy Wednesday as well. No. Happy Hump Day.
I don't know.
I don't like hump day as a word.
I agree with that. It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah,
but in general, Happy Friday, Happy Monday. What are your thoughts on these pleasantries?
It's better than what do we plan for the weekend, I reckon. It's better than that.
I'd rather that, to be honest.
I think I'm a serial. I have 3 I go to.
What?
On a Monday, it's a hope you've had a good weekend.
Yeah, that's
all right. Not how was your weekend? Hope you've had a good weekend.
That's a real man greeting right there, bro.
I don't want to hear it, but I hope you had a good one. Tuesday to Thursday is a hope you're having a great week so far.
Oh, no. Seriously? On a Tuesday, bro. It's been one day.
Or hope you've had a good start to the week.
That's filthy.
That's a Tuesday one. Wednesday to Thursday, hope you have a good week so far. And then Friday, I'm a serial Happy Friday, bro. I'm a serious offender, dude. It's fucked. And then I end the email with hope you have a great weekend. So don't fucking message me until Monday.
Yeah, I don't mind hope you have a good weekend is a good one because it's the don't reply to my email.
Yeah.
But the Happy Friday, what are you actually like gaining with that?
I like to put a little pleasantry at the top of the email. So it's more than just business.
Oh, you do that in email? Come on, I don't want them emails to be longer than they need to be though.
You think people say this in person?
Well, I've had that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, in person is a completely different realm, bro. In person is fucked.
Okay. So you're in a meeting, Henry. And so someone's come up to you or someone said to you, Henry, happy Friday.
No, it's like
You were
when you're
just saying
walking-
it out loud.
It's like when you're walking down the corridor, someone's like, "Happy Friday."
No.
A drive-by. Someone's gone, happy Friday. What are you meant to say to that then?
And also to you.
What? It's not church,
love
bro.
it.
Peace be with you. So like,
That is outrageous.
I think like in person, you can have generic statements. How you going? I don't need a specific happy Friday, happy Monday. Shut the fuck up. I do it over email though. Don't ever touch Friday. What about nice to e-meet you?
Oh,
Nah, that's the email equivalent of saying moist. That's fucked up.
nice to meet you.
Fuck
I
off.
don't think no one's ever said that to me.
I've seen that so many times, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I get the hope this email finds you well. Bro, how else is it meant to find me, brother? Like, what do you mean? Like, I hate all these like pleasantries that add nothing. Like, your email would be the same with or without it. Like, you adding in any of this shit is not going to change my reaction to your email. I'm not going to see an email and be like, oh, you say happy Friday. I'll be like, oh, yay, happy Friday. Like, I find it's a waste
Zero value add.
It's a waste of internet bandwidth, bro. It's wasting my data on my
Fair
fucking...
enough. I just chuck it in just for the lols.
Next one is from Eunice, and she says, when someone takes a client call at their desk and talks super loudly, so similar to someone taking a call at their desk without a headset, but this time it's a client call. So sometimes there's a bit of sensitive information. Again, similar.
Yeah, I think
No-go.
any call at the desk, if you have to talk above a certain threshold of decibels, fuck off. Do it in a different area.
But isn't that a bad look to the client? Like if I was your client, let's say I was your client and you took a call at your desk, no headset, and I can hear other people's like conversations in the background.
Yeah, I think if you're a client, you want a bit of privacy, a bit of client care, a bit of
professionalism, please. I'm paying you money. Least you can do is fucking put earphones in or something.
Yeah.
So no, massive no-no, and I feel like you're going to lose clients if you do that. All right, the next three are from Pritpal. So his first one is going for drinks at 5 to only talk about work. You clocked off at 5. Leave it at your desk, mate.
Yeah, I don't get that.
You really?
Do you talk about work after work? You're at work drinks with your friends or your work colleagues? You're talking about the deals that you secured or the fucking...
I reckon the first 15, 20 minutes you might talk about work. And then once everyone's really gotten into it, then you talk about other stuff.
What about you, Henry? Are you talking about work outside of work?
I don't really have work outside of work. Drinks.
There you go.
Because I live in Blacktown. Where are you going to get drinks at? The fucking butchers?
RSL, man.
Yeah. Workers Club.
Oh, there is a workers.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there though.
Most of the people that I work with are parents who have kids to go back to. It's
okay.
this is not relatable to me at all.
Fair enough.
I
don't mind it.
No, I hate it. I hate it.
Really?
Yeah, you should talk about other things or else just stay in the office. Talk about work.
All right, fine. We'll disagree on that one. So next one he sent was people who don't flush their shit.
What the fuck?
Hate to see how they actually live.
I've always wondered, how do you forget to flush your shit?
The way I thought about it was they don't flush because it's clogged.
Ooh.
It's not because I like to think that people are good in the world, so they're not purposely not flushing because that's pretty fucked up.
So you're telling me every time there's a shit in the toilet, they've attempted or have thought it consciously to not attempt because it's clogged?
Well, they would have attempted, but it just hasn't gone down.
I think some people just don't flush.
No, there's no way, dude. You telling me, seriously, both of you, that you've ever taken a shit in your life and you've just walked away from
No, not me personally.
gotten up and walked off. Oh, well, not my problem now.
No, but there are cretins in the world that I'm sure do that. They have no care.
No way, man.
Here's my take. Unisex bathrooms are fine. Sometimes I go and take a piss and I see a used tampon in there.
Okay.
Sometimes people just don't flush. They just choose not to.
Exactly. I think there are people that just don't flush. They don't care. They've done their business. Who gives a shit?
But you won't do that at work, though. Dude, if you're doing it at work, you're definitely doing it at home. You take a shit and then your mom has to come flush it for you.
I think you're more likely to do it at work because you think other people are going to do it for you.
That's true.
It's like the cleaners thing. You know, there are cleaners. So the cleaners will fucking do it. Who cares?
What about in your share house, Henry? Any...
Oh, mate, there's a skid mark on the I don't want to talk about it.
Is that fresh?
I don't want to say no, but I have to say no. It's been there a while.
What's the general rule? Whoever does it has to clean it, right?
Yeah, but you don't know who it is. Everything's it's like who left all the dishes in the sink for 2 weeks.
Dude, you live in a house of anarchy.
Yeah, this is making me sad.
All right, we'll move on to the next one. Putting things in the microwave for 2 minutes and then walking away for 10 minutes. Wanker.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
I've seen people who do that, who put things into the microwave. They'll put it in for 2 minutes and then they'll just disappear. And then the microwave is just sat there beeping once it's done.
The worst is like if I go to the kitchen, I'm ready for lunch, and I check the microwave, there's always food in there, right? And I will give it some courtesy. I'll wait like a minute or two, and no one's coming.
Well, I was going to ask, what is the go with that? Are you allowed to take the food out of the microwave?
Yeah.
Oh, but then what if
No, I think it's fair game. If someone's not attending to their food, you can fucking take it out.
Yeah, like if you do laundry with 7 housemates, and one of them leaves there, it's fucking 10 a.m. That's when I do my laundry, and there's still fucking laundry in there. It's like, mate, take it out, dry it, put it in the dryer, you know? What are you doing?
But then if let's say the person, going back to the microwave, if the person comes back and sees their food now on the bench, do they have a right to get angry with you?
No, where did you go? What was so important in this minute that you fucked off and expected your food not to get touched?
Is there any leeway that he can give them? Like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or as soon as it's done, you can pull it out and you can put your
No,
stuff in
I'll
there?
give it like a minute.
Okay.
I'd give
Because
it a minute.
that's a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
Right? But anything more than a minute, you're taking the piss.
Fair enough. Next one from Ches Pops. Coworker drying his sweaty gym clothes out on the office chairs like some shanty town.
How the fuck is he working?
Well, yeah, because like you have the people, the show offs who go gym or go for a run at lunch, but then they would get changed in maybe the change rooms or the bathrooms, and then I would assume they just put their clothes in like a bag and take it home. But then you have the absolute weirdos out there who'll then try and dry it out in the open, which is festy.
And it's a shared space.
It's
as well.
absolutely a shared space.
Oh, get out of here. What the fuck?
I've never seen it.
I don't think I've seen it, but I've seen people that do that you can tell they're trying to make a point that they've run at lunch.
That's exactly, I think that's all it is. It's just a chance for them to really show that they're better than you. You know, you went and had a Guzman Y Gomez, they went and had a 5 kilometer run.
Yeah, they might stay in their running shorts or something, you know, just as a symbol.
Have you ever gone to the gym at work, or while you were at work, like at lunch, going to the gym or going for a run?
After I have and
Yeah.
before I have,
Right.
not during.
Yeah.
That seems fucked. I need all the minutes to myself to like take a break from this satanic job that I need, right? I'm not going to go to the gym or go for a run.
It's such try-hard behavior.
But I get it. I also get it,
Nah.
but like you don't need to shove it in my face, man.
Clothes, that's just disrespectful, honestly.
Exactly. It'll stink up the whole place as well.
All right. Next one is from Pat, and he said, people who sniff super loud. I find this so great. That it's so annoying. Like if you're sitting there at a desk and the person next to you just like, dude, blow your nose, man. What are you doing? Like, how old are you?
I can't say I have that big of a gripe with this.
Seriously? Dude, that is one of the big, because that, bro, it's in your control. You can literally control your nose. Like go sneeze or blow your nose or whatever. Like it'll take nothing out of your day to do that.
I got a few sniffers in the office. It's alright.
Couch sniffers or?
We can't afford a couch in the office. I don't know. I think it depends on how long it goes for. If it's more than 10 minutes, it's gonna get to me.
So like cereal sniffers.
Yeah. Like if it's 2 minutes, like fine. I'll hack it.
But if it's just continuous for the whole day.
Yeah. Like a long-term sniff is a no-no for me.
Dude, just go home and work. Like, no one's forcing you to come in.
Well,
Some
actually.
people, some
Well.
people are.
It's the works one day a fucking week.
Got a few more. Next one's from Haley. People walking around with no shoes on.
Is this a
She
thing?
working a yoga class? What is going on here?
Is this a thing?
I've never seen this, but well, I can imagine. I reckon these tech companies, for some reason, I can imagine tech guys walking around barefoot.
This is the biggest no. What? You're in the office you can hack shoes for 8 hours or some shit, bro.
Actually, I've seen people who. What about this? People who take their shoes off at their desk.
What?
Yeah, so let's say you're sitting down. Maybe your shoes are a bit uncomfortable. So you just take your shoes off at your desk. You're not walking around, but you're just for your desk. You're taking it off.
If there's no smell, that's fine.
I think keep them on. I still think keep them on.
Because I used to do that a couple of years
Because
ago.
you're wronging. That's why, man.
Dude, like sometimes you just got to get the puppies out. On a hot day, you want to get the puppies out.
Wear more comfortable shoes. That's on you for buying fucking $10 Kmart shoes, mate.
So definitely walking around is a no-no, but I don't mind it if it's at your desk. Samantha, this is, I'm a big fan of this one. So Samantha says, people who message hello with no follow-up. This is my biggest pet peeve.
I hate this so
My
much, dude.
Biggest grievance is someone who'll message you hello, then nothing. What am I meant to do? So you want me to reply and then you'll just say hello and then tell me what you want. Or even better yet, don't even say hello. Just tell me what you want straight up.
And the worst thing is, the more senior they are, the scarier it is.
Yeah.
Because if I have my manager's manager message me hey, with no reply, my mind's going crazy, bro. Did I fucking leak some documents or something? What's going on
Did I
here?
sell secrets to the Russians?
Exactly.
Hey guys is the one that gets me. The hey guys with nothing.
Yeah.
That's like, what's the bad news?
Yeah.
You know?
Do you automatically assume it's something bad if someone says that?
Well, the thing is, sometimes they're just gonna follow up with a normal thing when you reply, and then
Yeah.
sometimes it's fucking awful, and it's like, and this isn't at work. This is back at uni. Someone will do this all the time. I'm just like, Jesus, what's happening now?
I get the other one that annoys me is if they go, "Hi Sen, how are you?" And then I'll be like, "Oh, I'm good, thanks. How are you?" And then they just completely ignore it and then just go straight to the question that they wanted to ask. I'm like, why did you ask then, man?
Why are these fake pleasantries?
Yeah.
Man? Piss off.
So yeah, this for me is, I reckon, number one pet peeve.
Yeah. Because the thing is, the last thing about this is, it's either, for me at work, it's either going to be they're going to ask you to do something or it's bad news. It's never like some casual thing or anything.
Next one's from Joe, and they said, using email to talk about non-related work matters rather than using Slack or Teams.
Man, even using Teams to talk about non-work related matters is a little bit. How you going? You know.
But I find that outrageous when people have like full-blown conversations over email. Like I was once in a chain where, this was back when I was at KPMG, it was between my manager and the partner. And they just went back and forth for like 3 hours just exchanging one-line jokes with each other. And I'm like, just remove me off this chain. I don't need to be CC'd on this, man. I don't get anything from this.
That's just boomer behavior, no? Talking through
Full
email.
manager behavior.
Exactly.
It's the often like, how was your weekend? And then they'll reply back with what they did on the weekend. And then the other person will reply back saying, oh, that's cool. I did this so-and-so on the weekend. So it's actually the conversation of what we were talking about before, but just happening over email, which is even more outrageous. Next one's from Tilly, and she says, microwaving tinned tuna. Whole office stinks. We had a lot of messages about tuna.
Yeah, tuna specifically.
A lot of people don't like tuna. I don't think I've had anyone who's microwaved or eaten tuna at their desk in a while. I think people have gotten the message. I feel like it's common knowledge now. Tuna is not the go for office. But what other, are there any other equivalent foods that people bring in that stink up the office?
I don't know foods, but I know one of my old jobs, my desk was right by the kitchen. So I would always smell whatever heinous things people were microwaving. And it would throw me off every day. It'd be the most random things.
Would you ever ask, inquire, or you're just looking and smelling?
I'd trying to walk away, man. I don't want to smell it. And I couldn't care less what they're eating.
That's fair.
Not near me, please.
What about you? Any tuna, Henry?
It's not the food. It's the breath post food that gets me.
Oh, true, actually.
What? So someone's gone for a nice Italian meal and they smell like garlic or something?
Yeah, a bit of garlic, bit of onion. Just like, okay. Well, you're my manager, so I can't say.
Can't say anything.
Yeah.
I had this one thing a long time ago where I worked, and the person training me, my senior, obviously she would have to come to my desk and sort of stand next to me while I'm on the computer doing stuff, right? And she had the worst coffee breath, dude.
Oh, really?
Every day I could smell it. And I'm like, I can't say anything or else I'm going to get the sack, man. I'm like, have a mint, man. Have a fucking
What you should have done,
gum.
you should have just had a mint at your desk. And while she was there, you should have eaten one and be like, oh, do you want one as well?
That's a mint. Is that why you have mints?
Oh, I have
Senny's a big mint carrier.
I love mints, dude.
Yeah.
But is it more nefarious? More
No. It's more just for myself, really.
Oh, fair enough.
All right, 4 more to go. So next one's from Josh, and he says, mandatory office days in a flexible office job. So I don't get that.
I think that's a big one these days because I think from COVID and around that time, a lot of people are getting hired on hybrid or work from home or remote working contracts, right? But then now this whole thing of, fucking every company wants their people to work in the office. Those mandates are office-wide or company-wide. These people that, signed a cushy contract that said, they can work from home 5 days a week. Now they're being forced 2-3 days a week.
Oh.
You're hired under false pretenses.
And it's the other thing is some offices that do that, it's either that they want to like make the most out of their rent or whatever. I've heard that other companies are trying to lay off people, but they don't want to make it look like a mass layoff. So what they will do is they will increase the mandate to get people who can't get in the office to leave the job. So it won't be a mass layoff.
I think that's what happened to like Tesla, I think, or Twitter when Elon got it.
This isn't a pet peeve. This is just evil, honestly.
This is just, illegal, if anything.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. Like
Yeah.
they're forcing people to quit rather than them lay them off.
So you don't have to pay them out.
Exactly. And then you don't have to say, oh, fuck, we're not doing well. We're laying off X amount of people. They've just left. What can I do?
Do you guys hear about, I think it was, I can't remember, maybe it was at Lasian, where they had very conveniently, just before financial year, they would say, every day that you come into the office over the next 2 weeks, we'll donate $1 to charity.
Oh,
I
really?
think it was like $5 to charity or something. It was like, they were trying to like kind of emotionally manipulate you into coming to the office. Like, hey mate, if you work from home, that's $5 that we're not going to give to cancer kids, you know?
Oh,
That's outrageous.
that is.
How's that an incentive, man?
That would probably work on me. You'd guilt trip me enough into coming into the
I
office.
don't like how all these companies are doing these little gimmicks to get people into the office. Like,
It's
say it how it is. You've paid rent and you need to make the most of it, man. Come on.
yeah.
All right, next one is also from Josh. He's saying, when they say big things are coming.
I work for a non-profit. Big things.
Yeah, we often have like a big things are coming, and it's often just free ice cream for 2 hours on a Thursday. Cool, man.
Yeah, I hear a lot like we have things in the pipeline. That's the last I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I never get a follow-up.
I think our last big things were coming was they introduced Slack. That's like, thanks, man, I guess. All right, next one's from Ishvin. And Ishvin says, people who use mechanical keyboards. Surely not in an office. Like if you're in an office, you're using whatever's given to you, which is never a mechanical keyboard. It's just one of those Lenovo ones.
You're a different kind of nerd if you're bringing a mechanical keyboard to the office.
I see people who bring their own mouse in, which I'm fine with. Like what's the one, the name of that mouse where it's like,
The vertical looking one.
yeah.
I don't know.
Like dude, those ones.
I
like,
know what you're talking about.
people bring those in, which I'm, again, completely fine with, but I've never seen anyone who lugs from home their like Keychron fucking mechanical keyboard.
Henry, what are you using out of the
I'm gonna out
office?
myself here. I do bring my mechanical keyboard to work.
That's not on, man. What's the point?
It's not
Why?
allowed. What? It's because the fucking it's.
The clickiness.
Are you serious?
No, well, it's okay. There's different types of switches for keyboards. I have the quiet type.
Which color is that? Brown, red, blue?
No, it's like it's like an AliExpress Chinese brand that has like quieter keystrokes
I see.
that I use. This is very uninteresting, and I don't think you should keep this in the edit.
No, that's fine. So why this over the? Do they provide keyboards at your office?
Yeah, but my one's like a fucking. It's the one where it's all like lined up, so it's like it's less tiring to type.
Right.
Wait, as in it goes A, B, C, D, E, F.
It's like an ergonomic one.
Oh, dude, this is some nerd shit, dude.
Yep,
This guy's
I had
BYOing
a
his.
lot of time during COVID.
How much did this set you back? Actually, from AliExpress, probably cheap, right?
Probably 150 overall. That's including the case and the keycaps and all the other shit.
Brother, the Logitech they give you is all good, man. It's fine.
All right, Ishvin, seems like you have Henry here who also takes his mechanical keyboard to work. All right, final one from Andy, and they said, pet Slack channels where everyone spams their pet pics for clout. I don't think we have one of these. Or if we do, I'm not in it because I don't have any pets.
My company has one, and it's exactly that. People just flogging off their pet pics. My dog Henry who had a cute little run at the park today, and they're fucking sending 10 videos. Shut up.
Is that it? That's all it is. People send their pics of their dogs.
Yeah,
and
but
cats.
there's obviously a community. People are loving it, enjoying it, but like it's all a bit too much, man.
Do you ever send pics of your dog?
No way, dude.
Why?
I barely tell people about my weekend. They're not getting pictures of my dog. No way, dude. But I think it's a bit much.
It's like people's kids. Like, I don't want to hear about people's kids, nor do I want to hear about your pets or see pictures of your pets.
I'll accept it if, I work with you. If you're part of my team or something and you tell me about your pet,
So yours is company-wide.
it's company-wide, man. So someone
Are you
in...
able to mute the channel? Or like,
but it's still, the whole idea of it is just not for me. Like, if someone in fucking Auckland is posting a picture of it, why do I give a shit about your pet
what the
rabbit?
fuck?
I don't care.
Any gnarly animals? Anyone got like a snake?
I
Or
don't
a-
pay too much attention to it, but maybe
That should be the reason for the Slack channel. People give like
exotic pets.
exotic pets. Yeah, like a monitor lizard or a anaconda or some shit like that.
Maybe.
Every man and their dog has a dog. Anything on pets for you guys or?
Mate, half the people I work with don't even know how to use a camera. So
Dude, I feel sorry for your co-workers. You have absolutely slandered them today.
they're nice people.
I think that's the first positive thing he said about his entire work experience.
All right. Thank you to everyone who wrote in with your pet peeves. There was a lot more. We'll try and maybe put a few more up on the story. Any of the other good ones, we'll story those ones. Let us know if there are any others that we missed out on or if you disagree with our takes.